Good evening, televiewers. You welcome to the last edition of Prime Hour for this week, an edition that is going to be looking at the misconceptions on women empowerment and the reconstructing of the fresh, unbiased narrative for Africa. Is there any such thing as women empowerment, and why are we not talking about men empowerment? Why are we hiding that aspect of our life? But we are starting the evening with another topic which has to do with how to make a living with online community management. Yes, you can actually make so much money online instead of lazing around and complaining from Monday to Sunday, from 1st to 31st, saying there are no opportunities. When you spend 12 hours on your phone, that is time enough to look for money. That is time enough for you to connect with business partners. That is time enough for you to identify a service and project it to the world through the social media. We are going to use the first 30 minutes of this program to look at how to make a living with online community management with experts in the domain. Mr. Henri Owona is a consultant and an author who is going to be telling us how to make money with online community management. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Leo.
Yes, so much money online, but we don't know how to tap into that.
Yeah, very good topic tonight, but I'm sure there are some people who are watching me for the first time. I would like to introduce myself once more, if you permit. My name is Henri Owona. I'm an accredited digital marketing trainer. I'm a marketing consultant, author. I'm also the co-founder of the African Academy of Digital Marketing, AFADMA. And today we are talking about online community management. Remember, we are in the era of the attention economy. And when you talk about attention economy, the first question you need to ask yourself, where is the attention heading to? Where is attention on right now? The attention is on devices, it's on the internet. And it's now very possible with your device, only with your smartphone, with your laptop, to start making money from the comfort of your home or your office. Maybe has a second source of income. Mr. Leo.
Okay, we also are in the company of Neba Paul, who is a digital marketer and co-founder of AFADMA. We're glad to have you again.
Hello, Mr. Leo. It's always a pleasure to be here. Hello, televiewers. Today we are talking community management, and this is an open field for everybody who can read and write. So if you're watching us right now, just pull your seat and stay tuned. Some good information is coming your way.
We are also welcoming Merian, Engel, digital expert and ex-students of AFADMA. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Leo. Pleasure to be here again once more.
Okay.
Yes.
Ex-student of AFADMA. Yes. What are you into now?
I am Obande Merian Engel, digital marketer, Prespin PSC, and the social media manager of the company.
Okay. And you learned a lot from the studies you got from AFADMA?
Yes, sir.
That is permitting you to excel in your work today?
Excellently, sir.
Yes. What are those who have neglected studies in digital marketing? What are they missing out?
So much, sir. Before now, let me share my experience with televiewers. When I met Henri Owona, when he came to print his book From Competition to Dominion at Prespin PSC, I tried to look at the book. I said, but what was this book all about? I look at the book. When I read the book, from the front page, it's so attractive. So when I got through the book, I printed it. When we gave him the copy, I said, I need to know about this From Competition to Dominion. So he had to explain to me. I told him I wish to enroll. When I enrolled, I took three months to follow the course. It was so intense, and I had to discover so many things that I never knew about. My phone, I used to lose so much time to do useless things, but then I had to learn how to, oh Jesus, the experience is so amazing. I learned how to sell online. That I was able to create a social media platform where I sell goods online all over without having the product. Through a skills from AFADMA, I was able to sell online, create my name, my platform called Engel Spa. Then it was Engel Spa, now it's Angel's Lodge. I sell all over. Then I was able to help the company, Press Print, to create their social media platform and equally expand the
Press Print in
Limbe, yes.
Okay.
A printing company that is in fabrics production, books.
Press Print belongs to the PCC now?
Yes, it belongs to the PCC.
Yes, I know Press Print.
Yes, it belongs to the PCC and it's a company that is open to the public for everybody.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Henri, we are talking about how to make a living with online community management. What is online community management here?
Yeah, very good question. Once more, it's important we define what is online community management, because we might be talking about something and people don't really understand what is online community management. Now, when we're talking about online community management, it's actually the actions of setting up certain specific actions or strategies aimed at growing a company's audience, or also building the audience in a way that they are interactive. You animate the audience at the same time, and you create a strong relationship between the audience and the company. In fact, a community manager is the brand ambassador of the company on the internet. He represents the company on social media, on any other digital platform. So that is what community management is all about. Is the person in charge of managing social media handles of any business organization. It might be a profitable business organization or a non-profitable business organization.
Okay, so the person is like, is it the gateway or the window to the business on social media? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay. What expertise do we need to be able to credibly, efficiently represent a company?
Yes, Mr. Leo, you need the ability to be able to do what we call content creation, you know, where you can be able to tell enticing stories, because as Mr. Owona said, you need to build a strong relationship between the audience and the company, and to do that you need to keep telling stories. You need to keep creating good stories that can keep the people, you know, the audience attention towards the company. And to do that you need strong skills of storytelling that can be through, you know, content creation, which can either be content creation or copywriting, you know, because people go online purposely to have fun. They are not interested in whatever thing your company is doing online. But now, in the course of having that fun, how can you entice these people so that they can be able to glue to a particular, you know, to a particular page or to a particular portfolio? So a community manager needs to have that ability, that skill, that you can be able to touch people's instincts, you can be able to touch their emotions, so that they don't program their day and they schedule some time, and knowing fully well that on this particular platform, this particular information is always, you know, being released there, and they come to read it. In the course of doing that, because just as Mr. Owona said, the purpose is always either to make profit, or either just for informative purpose, you know. So the community manager must know how to be able to inform them, and on the other hand know when to communicate so as to entice them to buy your product or your services.
Now, community manager is a great job. There are so many opportunities out there, because some persons may be skeptical. What if I engage in this? How much can I make from this activity?
Yeah, that's an amazing question, once more, Mr. Leo. Remember, before the outbreak of COVID-19, the community manager was not really a skill that was so much demanded in the marketplace. But with COVID-19, remember, almost all business organizations went on the internet. People were locked down, and some people even lose their jobs. So companies started thinking out of their comfort zone, out of the box. What can we do in the midst of the coronavirus in order to keep the business running? And that's where there was an increasing demand of community managers. And once that happened, a lot of people got involved into community management. And later on, what happened is that companies now understood the importance of building a relevant digital presence. There's no one day that passes without people contacting me that they need community management services. As a matter of fact, it's possible nowadays to earn at least 100,000 CFA. This is just actually for beginners when you are starting. Imagine you have these skills, community management skills, and you know how to create content, as Mr. Neba rightly said. You know how to run ads, you know how to design copies, you know how to interact with people online, you know how to at what time to post, and you can easily grow the audience of a company. There are companies that are ready to pay you up to 500,000, 1 million CFA per month if you have these skills and you can back them up. Now, if you don't want to work for a company, because there are also some people like that, they would like to be like freelancers, it's possible to have like maybe 5 clients. Imagine with your skills, with your smartphone and with your laptop, you have like 5 customers that are paying 100,000 each per month. At the end of the month, you find yourself with 500,000 CFA just with your smartphone. That's so super amazing. And the market is in Cameroon is still very empty. There are a lot of people that are doing community management nowadays, but they are not doing it from a professional perspective. Why? Because there are some people that are versed with the internet, they are versed with social media, and when they know how to create content a little bit, and they go into it. Now, we don't have professional that have certification on this, and that can do it in a very professional way, and companies are looking for people like that. You know, especially with multinational companies, they want to make sure they want to hire experts, not any type of person that just learn things from the mass like that. So as a community manager in Cameroon, the least, this is when you are starting, you can earn is 100,000 CFA, the least. Now, when you grow your skills to a certain level, you can start making up to 500,000 CFA a month, just with one customer. I have this student who actually joined AFADMA some months back. She's a baby mama. She lives in Yaoundé, and she joined AFADMA thanks to her husband. And later on, she was pregnant already, and you know, with pregnant women, it's not easy for them to keep on working. So that's the moment she decided to join AFADMA, and she learned community management. She decided to specialize on it. And later on, what is happening now is that she's having 4 customers that are paying her 150,000 per month. Now multiply 150,000 times 4, that is 600,000. That she's making from the comfort of her home. Then after that, she never wanted to go back to work again, because she was making up to 600,000 from her home. What is the essence of going to work again when you can make this money from the comfort of your house with your smartphone and laptop?
But difficult to believe that you can sit in your house and you work such amounts. Persons may think that it is it's some fairy tale. But many persons who are out of the country actually are working from their homes, sir.
Mr. Leo, the idea of remote working is still a fairy tale in Cameroon, but it's something that is actually existing. It happens not only in the domain of digital marketing, but also in the domain of tech, you know, in the domain of technology. There are so many Cameroonians who are here, but who are handling jobs overseas, and they are earning a lot of money, you understand? But people need to believe that things work and actually get into them and make money. For example, me, I sell lands. Do I own any land? I don't. I just identify people who own lands, you know, I verify the lands, I take pictures, I do videos, I come on my platforms, I post them there, people contact me, I link them all with the sellers, they buy, I make my commission. Do I own lands? No. You understand? Like other people, you can also do that, but you need to be able to know how to entice people. You need to know how to communicate with people so that they can get to trust you, and then get to contact you so that you can link them up. Like Mr. Owona always say, people buy from those they know, those they like, and those they trust. And for them, for somebody to be able to trust you and start buying something from you, you need to be able to tell those stories, and that comes from your ability to be able to create content constantly, because most people, the difficulty that we have with most people is that when they when they get online and they hear people are creating content or managing people's pages and making money, they try doing it for 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, not going, they abandon. There is nothing that you do it just a short period and it gives results. You have to do it so much so that you master it, because when you are just starting, you are in the mass, but when you take time and you go through a training like ours and you have the skills, you understand how these things work, you understand how you can be able to switch from one frequency to another. Because when we are talking about you managing an audience of 2 companies, it means that you are managing the social medias of for example, My Media Prime. That's another audience. If you are managing that of let's say AFADMA, that's another audience. And if you are managing that of another company, those are different audiences, and you must be able to be creative enough, so much so that when you are dealing with this particular audience, you can be able to tell stories that relate with them. Because if you are telling the stories of the audience of AFADMA on the platform of My Media Prime, you will not be able to relate. At the end of the day, nobody is interacting with you, not because you can't create content, but maybe because you don't have that creativity that comes with the aspect of learning digital marketing skills to understand your audience and actually create content that can relate with them. Because in content creation and community management, you have to deal with 3 things principally. You have to deal with the audience, you have to deal with the information that you are creating, and you have to deal with feedback that you get at the end of the day. And that doesn't come from guesswork. It comes from your ability to be able to create, to be creative enough to understand that audience, understand the information that they need, and understand what you want to get at the end of the day. So those 3 aspects of community management are very important.
Very, very important. And now, what are the qualifications? Must you have a first degree? Must you be a master's degree holder? What does it take to sit in for this training?
Mr. Leo, thanks so much for that wonderful question. To be a student of AFADMA, you don't need to have any certificate. Yes, you don't need to have. With any skill, from any level you can begin, because they'll train you from base and make you the expert that you're supposed to be and handle any social media platform you want to handle.
You just need to, but at least you should know how to read and write.
Yes,
very well.
Definitely. It's important that when you want to enroll into the African Academy of Digital Marketing, you need to have some basic skills. But we are not limited like, okay, you must have degree, you must have master. No. So far as you know how to write, so far as you have the willingness to learn, have a good learning and listening attitude, you can be qualified to join AFADMA. Now, I want to throw more light to what Mr. Neba Paul was explaining some few minutes ago, talking about you working from the comfort of your home. Is that a reality, or is just something that we're just saying out of air like that? Like right now, more than 70% of my clients are out of the country. Most of them are based in the US. Most of them are based in France. Most of them are based in UK. And some own companies here in Cameroon. Some even own companies there overseas. But I still manage their social media handles from Cameroon, from the comfort of my home. And these are high-paying clients, because, people over there, they understand the importance and the relevance of online community management, because they easily leverage on us since they have other activities to handle. Now, coming back to the qualifications needed to be a part of AFADMA, as I said, the most important thing is the willingness to learn. And secondly, we need to be creating content every day. Remember, in digital marketing, if content is king, image is queen. It means you must know how to write. And not only any type of writing that can sell into copywriting already. And also, writing that can catch the attention of the audience. Remember, one of our main purpose is to drive emotions into our audience so that they can buy, because people buy because of emotions and they justify with logic later. It's the same thing that happens online. More than 90% of online purchases are done for emotional reasons. Then secondly, we must have some basic skills in graphic designing. And the good news is that in AFADMA, we have a whole module on phone graphics for those who want to have basic skills on graphic designing. Because as a community manager, you'll be creating some graphics once in a while. As a community manager, you'll be editing some short videos once in a while. So you need to have these basic skills instead of you going to hire a graphic designer. That might be expensive for you or for a startup. So that's why it's important to have some basic skills in graphic designing. And as I said, the good news is we have a whole module on that. You have a professional who will come and train you on phone graphics that is going to give you the skills to design your own graphics, to be able to edit your own videos and sell them on the internet easily.
Okay, so please, if you want to use your phone, if you have a computer in the house that you use only or a laptop, you use it just to watch movies, to watch telenovelas, you use your phone just to be doing WhatsApping, chatting, please, there are lots and lots of opportunities out there for you to use this same gadget to either work for a company from your house. Maybe Simankam may need somebody to sell them, and all these companies you see, maybe Kiferu, maybe Foku and the rest, they may want persons to sell their services. Even this mother or a father who is in your quarter with a shop selling, instead of just selling to the persons passing by, you can join them and then get all of these items from the shops and use your phone to sell them to persons who are in Bamenda and Boya and a host of others, and then you make clean money. You may take somebody's article that costs 5,000, you advertise it and sell it for 7,500, and what you do is,
of course,
that's the business.
That's
exactly.
So, let me quote an example here. I do that with you always, right? I go get customers, I post on my timeline that, hey, look, I go on my Media Prime, and when we advertise our projects on my Media Prime, we have a lot of customers reach to us. If you want to target customers that are paying, especially English Cameroonians all over the world, use my Media Prime. They come and contact me. How does it go? You know, I say, okay, let's go and meet Misalio. When I come, I say, Misalio, I'm bringing this client to you. And at the end of the day, when the client comes, what happens? Misalio says, Paul, take this one for your credit over here. That's how I make some money from Misalio. It's not something, it's not rocket science per se. You know, you can be able to grow your audience and sell anything. I mean, we have bloggers who are making a lot of money from their blogs. We have people who have grown their audience that for you to have your service or your product advertised on their platforms, you pay a lot of money, you know. And the good thing is that as a community manager, you become an influencer. The next thing is that you are becoming PRs and you are becoming brand ambassadors to different companies. So the opportunities around community management and the internet as a whole are very, very big. But
my sister, if you are watching, do 1, 2, 3.